Good morning and welcome to this week's Sunday Stogie. Good morning and welcome to Sunday Stogie. It's been a while since we've had the opportunity to sit down and enjoy a morning smoke on a Sunday and get together with my friends here and chat. And we had a big week this past week, and the week before was all preparation. We had our Habana Palooza 2012, which I believe went off without a hitch. Everybody had a great time. And the night before, we had the A-List party, which was open to 40 people, where we all received very special cigars in the Avatola. I want to thank all the vendors and everyone who came, all the customers, everybody, as Scotty did that night of the event. It was an incredible time, and I really am grateful to everybody who participated and made it possible. Over the event, our Altadis rep, Mike Gadisi, was here, and he was very excited to give us the new Romeo by Romeo and Julieta. And this is a new line that's coming out by Romeo. I think hitting stores probably in the next week or so, and he had a few samples with him, so he gave us, he's like, here, give these to the fellas at Sunday Stogie, why don't you guys smoke these and let us know what you think. So we're going to smoke these a little bit, relax a little, chat, enjoy this beautiful Sunday, and we'll let you know what we think. I thought I'd take a minute while we're, oh, right, can't do that, swivel. I thought I'd take a minute while we were smoking here just to show you what the box looks like, again, so you'll know what to look for on your shelves of your local tobacconist, which hopefully you live local and you're hanging out with us. But that's that right there. Romeo, very cool, colorful. I'm working a little slow this morning, you know, these Sunday mornings, well, as much as they are relaxing. Boy, we all get off to a slow start, so I don't know about you guys. Anybody want an espresso? I'm going to pour one now and get back to smoking.
Sure.
Yeah? A few espressos around? Okay. Sounds good.
I think if you talk to any cigar smoker, they'd be lying if they said they've never had a Romeo and Juliet. I think Romeo and Juliet, the name itself, is like Titleist to golf. Everybody is very recognizable. And this cigar that we have this morning is tremendous in my opinion. Very flavorful. The burn is great, and it's just all in all something that I would definitely purchase again. And I'm very pleased that we smoked this cigar this beautiful Sunday morning. And so good, I got to take another puff. And I just wanted to comment also too on the great event that we had this week at Habana Palooza. It seems like every year you ask how's Scotty gonna outdo himself, and I think he outdid himself again this year. I thought it was fantastic, and I look forward to that event every year. And pretty soon he's going to have it at the Times Union Center. But other than that, it's phenomenal. With that being said, I'm going to pass the mic over to my good friend, Coach.
Good morning. And for those of you watching who are mothers, happy holiday. I agree with the assessment of it being a nice smoke. If you've been a watcher of this program for a while, you know that I talked a little bit about cigar sizes at one point, and this is a cigar size that I'm not comfortable with because I like a slightly smaller cigar size, which has nothing to do with the taste, because I would just end up buying a Churchill or a Pyramid, which I like because you can clip it and still have the width of the cigar that you're smoking. The other thing I thought about, particularly since I also talked about one time about how it's hard to keep saying it week after week we're smoking these great cigars, which is to date been true, but I'm not liking the label. As a traditionalist, I like the picture of Romeo and Juliet, and the Romeo label, the way it is a little bit offsetting to me. Of course, it has nothing to do with the smoke, and it shouldn't prevent you from smoking it, but for me it's just, wow. Whatever. Happy Mother's Day. It's a beautiful day in Albany, and I hope you have good weather as well. And here's David.
Well, good morning and happy Mother's Day to my wife and all the other mothers out there. This is a little different style than what I normally smoke, but I'm really liking. The first thing I notice is how it's on my tongue. There's tons of different points on my tongue I'm feeling this, and it's really a nice way to wake up in the morning. The one thing I wanted to show you, though, getting back on this past week with Banapalooza and A-List, is for those of you who got to go to the A-List party, I did not. My wife went in my absence, but the size of the cigar. I'm gonna set this mic down.
And by the way, we loved having her here for that.
Yeah, she loved being here too. But I've had about an inch off of this Romeo cigar here, and then this is the A-List cigar size. If you haven't seen it, this is actually the one that's made by Francisco, our very own Francisco. He contributed to that, and it was 6 or 7 wonderful cigars. So for you guys who didn't get to go, or ladies who didn't get to go, myself included, everybody, from what I heard from everybody, it's definitely a high demand thing. It's something you shouldn't miss if they offer it again. So I wanted to put the plug in there, and I have a nice bag, about 6 cigars about this size, which is pretty incredible. So good Sunday morning, happy Mother's Day, and I'm going to pass you back to Zach.
All right, so far, Tony and I are the only ones who ignored Mother's Day. Sorry, ladies, but happy Mother's Day.
Love you, honey.
It's funny. Coach was pretty quiet over there before he let out what he was thinking. I never know what he was going to say, but I hadn't really thought much about the band, and I get what he's saying. I have always loved that Romeo and Julieta logo they have. I have the coffee mug on my desk. I have a humidor at my house. I've got all sorts of things with that, and he's right. I love that traditional look. But I get this, and I do understand it. And, if I was to put myself on the non-consumer end and say, okay, hey, I'm a retailer, boy, does that stand out. It really does attract attention. So, the best thing about cigars, there's a different cigar for every taste and profile that you're looking for. And same with the bands. Everybody's got the right to their opinion, and it's awesome that we're able to discuss these things. As far as the cigar for me, we smoke a lot of boutique cigars here on Sunday Stogie, where before I worked here, and all of us are kind of cigar weenies or geeks, whatever you want to call us, and we like things that are smaller batch. But this cigar stands up. This is one of those cigars where for the first 5 years I smoked cigars, I smoked a lot of Romeos, especially Reserva Reals. I loved them, and I haven't smoked as many in the past, or the more recent past. But this one will add it back into the rotation. This is one I'll look for, and this is one that I'll be recommending for people looking for that medium plus bodied smoke that that's going to be consistent every time, which is what Romeo's very known for. So. Wrapping it up here a little bit, thanks again for everybody who came, and Dave, thanks for showing us those A's. If you really want to get the idea, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but this bag right here is full of A cigars. And all of the vendors were so wonderful to contribute and help us out with that program. And again, my hat's off to Scotty as well. Banapalooza was killer, and I used to go to him before I worked him, and it was just one of the greatest ones ever. So we'll look forward to putting together next year's. But now it's time to take a little break from that and move on to some other great events coming up. We will be having a Romeo event on this new cigar not too far in the future here. Keep your eyes open and check out HabanaHappenings.com for any upcoming events. And I guess that's it. So one puff at a time.